All right, what's up, gamers? It's your boy Chris here again. We got done with a 2v2. It was only a 3-round tournament, which was good because we got out before the sun went fully down, as you can tell. And so it was a good game. I went, me and my buddy Josh. Again, I'll probably link his channel below. We went 2-1. Which was Josh's best record so far. No, I think he went 2-1 one other time, but or I think he went 3-1 one time. But still, I was proud to be a team on that went that far. So that was a lot of fun. And then, we went 2-1. It was a good event. It was a fast event. We had a bunch of people who hadn't come out. And then I am going to, I got to talk to a lot of people, and we're going to do they want me to do a learn to play for Kill Team out there, which is good, which is why I'm going out here, right? I'm trying to do these things to try to get this going. And then with that, sometime this month, or next month rather, I'm going to be doing, I'm stealing an idea from Sheldon, Kill Team stream, and I'm going to do a grill team. They're going to set up a barbecue pit out there. I'm probably going to start the fire. Then, we'll, since this is this has very big dad hammer energy, hopefully somebody can take over. Not that I mind. I will grill. But hopefully somebody will come out, and then I can, help run some games, or some other people will volunteer to run the games, and they can, come out and ask me rules questions. And we can go from there. And so that'll be a nice, fun, casual event to get people, excited about the thing. So then when we start running the tournaments, and I get people on the Discord to be like, hey, we're doing a tournament, right? They can come out. Now I'm gonna try to get them, again, we have this one store, Myth Adventures is where I'm doing the 40K events, and they have a Discord, they have a Facebook. They're very active on Facebook. They have a Discord that people are in, but the other store, Moonblast, is not as active, is not as great about promoting things, the Kill Team events. And so that's I think that's part of why when we've had the events, it's just been a core 4, core 5 group of people who make it out there. Whereas at Myth Adventures, because they have the all the social media stuff, we can get out there. Now, we've been trying to establish a community somewhere else, like another Discord, but nobody, I post the events there, nobody does anything. So, it is what it is. But, with this event, if it's, it's going to be casual, we're going to see what's happening. We'll see what goes on. We'll see if it does anything. And then, I'll see if I can get more people's Discord handles, and so that when I send them the information, right, about these tournaments, and we have we're supposed to have a neutral tournament scene Discord, but I'm the only one who uses it. So, I'm not the one who built it, right? That's the thing. I'm not the one who built it. Somebody else built it. They invited a bunch of people. I joined. I'm the only one who's posting there. So, it is what it is. So we'll see if we can get people in. We'll see if we can get people to do things, and see if we can get a better community. Because I need more people to play against. Because in May the 17th, I'm going to be in at the Alamo GT. Hopefully, I've got my tickets. I got my friend Carlos moved up there, so I'm going to be staying with him. gonna be sleeping on his couch, and his dogs are gonna attack me. That's gonna be fun. Attack me with kisses, I should say, not with actual teeth. But yeah, he's got very, very friendly dogs that will that will make my dogs jealous. And so we're gonna do that. We're going to have so we're going to go to that one now. My buddy Dave and I were going to probably try to do some reps and do some setups. Got to get the practice in for these things. Got to get the map do the map layouts, do those do those turn 1, 2, and 3. Get turn 1 and 2 basically, and then re-rack. Turn 1 and 2, re-rack, right? Like you can turn 2 maybe into turn 3, right? Because turn 3 is the turn where, like turn 2 is where the action happens. We'll see what happens, with these things. We'll see. I'll see what kind of proxies I can do for the goremongers. See what kind of proxies I can do for the the sanctifiers, right? And get some practice with them. Do some proxies with, I don't know, maybe Rekkas, maybe. Orc Commandos are another one that I want to try to see what they're up to. And kind of go from there and see if that's and see, and just practice the secondaries, practice those kind of things. There's I do play too passively. That is a thing that I need to get myself out of. But I think I'm doing okay being aggressive when it's scoring take ground. When there's a stronghold center objective, I can be like, I am taking that one, right? There's a room there's an Into the Dark room where there's doors. I can take that one, right? Like that's what I can do. I can be like, I can get go sit, and my brain understands that. But on some maps, I think like map 5 on Volcus, map 4. I forget the ones where there isn't a stronghold in the center. That's where I kind of have a little bit of problems. When the strongholds are in the opponent's wholly within the opponent's deployment zone, that's where I start having a little bit of problems. Suppose we should also work on. I don't think anybody's bringing Corsairs, but we do need to practice Corsairs. Just that matchup, just in case we get caught. Because Corsairs are the one that I don't know what that's the one that I need practice on, is Corsairs. And I think Dave can help me out with that one. I think Dave would understand how to run Corsairs. And we just got to practice that. I'm probably going to be running my Phobos into him, because that's another team that he probably can use some help in, some Warp Coven. Yeah, we'll see where I'm going with that. I like Warp Coven. I really do. I really enjoy it. But it's gonna get declassified, right? Is it gonna get declassified in August? Is it gonna get declassified before the next Worlds? I don't know, right? Like, whereas Angels of Death, I think, is a team I understand, right? If I learn how to deal with Angels of Death, right? I'm going to learn how to deal with any other Marine team that's going to come out. Let's be real, right? I might lose, what am I going to lose? I'm probably going to lose Dueler, right? Depending on the team, I might lose Ignore Injury, right? Like that's that's what you're going to lose. You're going to lose Dueler and Ignore Injury, and you're going to get other stuff, better weapon profiles, maybe, anything like that. Everybody having balanced. Every team has balanced in some way, shape, or form. Ceaseless, balanced, something like that. Warp Coven have it. Legionary, if you go Undivided, has it. That's another team I would be kind of thinking about, is running Undivided, because that's a fun one to do, right? But it's got the same problem, right? I don't want to run Nemclaw. Nemclaw is not defensive enough, right? It doesn't have the survivability. It's a very strong aggressive team. I'm not the aggressive player, like I'm saying, right? I want to hold a point and let them come to me, right? I want to play an anvil team, not a hammer team, right? And Angels of Death do have a lot of things that can work with that. I need to learn more about how to use smoke, things like that. But also they have that I need to learn when to flip that switch between the aggression and the defensive, right? There's a lot of talk about just bring 5 assault intercessors, and I get it, I really do, but I think you are giving up some stuff, but I need to math it out. I need to play it out, just because. And I'm not saying to bring the Eliminator. I have figured out that the Eliminator is not good. Maybe if we go to 5 objectives again, I'll bring the Eliminator. But because then you might need to run from one side to the other. But in general, you don't need the Eliminator. The Heavy Bolter, though, I do like. But again, it's because of the way that I run my team. Right. Turn 2, I'm going to run that Heavy Bolter into your stronghold, right, and right, from there, right. I can even give it lethal 5, right. Although I don't think you really need that. I think 5 dice with balanced is better than 4 dice lethal 5. Even with a P1, I'd have to run the math, but I believe that's correct. I'd have to run the math, but I believe that's correct. And because more 5 dice is basically P1, or is basically AP1 anyways, because you're going to overwhelm them with shots, and with things like the purity seals, where you're getting 5, you're basically guaranteed to get 3 hits, closer to 4 hits, right? That's basically P1. So you want that extra damage. Whereas with the 4 dice, even you might only fail 1. Whereas with the 5 dice, with the purity seals, you can probably get 4 hits. So that's basically the same thing. And with the upside of the P1, whatever the math is on rolling a 5 or a 6 on 5 dice with balanced, so 6 dice. So roughly, you've got the chances there. So I need to get the reps in. And I need to get them into a tournament mode, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fun. We're going to do it, and then it's going to happen. It's going to go, and we're going to go to San Antonio. We're going to have some fun. and getting some prep in, right? I want to see what the Goremongers are going to do. See how they go. And again, prep for another elf team. The Sanctifier team, curious to see how that one goes. Curious to see if they've got what it takes to get through, specifically Angels of Death, right? I think that into the other teams, because the other teams have too many key players, the Sanctifiers is really why I don't want to run Warp Coven. Because they've got too many threats that can injure the team, right? And hitting on 4s sucks, right? Hitting on 4s sucks, and with Marines, right? I mean, hitting on 4s sucks in general, but the Marines hitting on 4s just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel good, and so that's what makes it just not great. Because they've got enough power pieces that are going to do chip damage and all these other things that will, and especially since Warp Coven can only heal once, and then they're going to be on fire, and they're going to have to drop an APL, and all these other things. It's like, no, that is why I want to practice my full tilt aggression into Sanctifiers. Is I am going to have to kill them all first. Send 4 Marines to go kill, 5 Marines to go kill, and then with the 2.5 Marines that survive turning point 3, then try to claw back the score, right? Like that's what I'm gonna have to learn how to do. So we'll see what happens with that, and just kind of go from there. Like that's what I need to learn, and that's what you have to do into Corsairs. That's what you have to do into a lot of other teams. And again, I just don't know how to play that with Warp Coven, with Legionnaire. I do know how to play that with Angels of Death. So getting those guys in, yeah. And we'll see what happens here, right? So we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Anyways, until next time, hasta la pasta.